What's going on, you guys? It's be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we also have Maddie Rants in the building. We have Josiah's World TV and special guest Beasley Says in the building. He's been a special guest before, so he's here again for the second time. Jamar's not here tonight. He told me last night that he wouldn't be able to make it, and T is still in the DMV. So it's just going to be us three plus Beasley on this beautiful Saturday night. What's going on with you guys besides being tired as hell, like me?
Nothing really.
It's been a dry week.
Riveting. I pretty much almost lost my mind on Uber Eats just a second ago. My food got here 10 minutes ago and it's 2 hours late.
Are you serious? Don't you hate that shit?
They had to give me $10 in credit because I was sitting here like hitting that almost cancel button so many times, but I really wanted my Wingstop, but I got it. I just now have to wait until after this to nom nom nom. Nom nom nom.
You can be like Sakina and eat right on camera.
That's not professional.
And there's Terrence in the comments.
Boy, bring your ass.
He's about some we playing drunk Uno. Ciao. But I don't like I be getting real mad when I order from DoorDash and my food be late. Don't let me order my food and I waited for over an hour and then they cancel the order. Oh my God, that pisses me off.
They already gave somebody else my Whataburger like 3 days ago, so trust me, I'm like, you the only person to find a whole nother address compared to everybody else. Didn't call me, dropped it off. And those people enjoyed my food. And I had a nice order too. Oh, I was evil.
See, it's the fees for me. That's why I go out and get it myself.
I would if my car wasn't in the shop. Trust me, I would be already up there grabbing my own food, but I have to order it. That's why it's theirs.
Well, before we get started, have you guys seen, because I think all of us watch it, have you guys seen the mid-season trailer to the Real Housewives of Potomac yet?
I did. Karen Huger for president.
I haven't seen it yet, and I gotta keep real with you guys. I am just so turned off from this show. Like, I love it, but it's riding off the cliff, y'all. But we're gonna talk about it.
Yes.
No, we can talk about it right now because it's not a part of the show. That's why I brought it up.
Oh, okay.
I'm happy to see
the show's gonna go down in flames due to the two green-eyed gaslighters. Like, it is just, it's not where it should be, you guys.
What y'all think?
Yeah, I think that the trailer was really good. I'm happy. A lot of people were saying that Karen really wasn't giving it this season, but I'm happy to see her actually, be active. And this is the most personality I've seen Charisse had since she's been on the show.
Listen, that was a volcano awaiting to erupt. It takes another, big head to get that to happen with Karen. That's just forehead to forehead fighting right there on two global scales. Listen, without Giselle Lane Bryant and Robin Dick Hole, this show wouldn't exist because of their nonsense. I'm sorry. I'm one of those people that believes that the foolishness only happens because they're the ones carrying it through the season. Everybody else would be, just rubbing each other's whatever. So I'm here for their nonsense. Go keep them up. Keep those crazy tan ladies up. You do that. Yeah.
Well, like you said, it was a volcano waiting to explode because Cherie's been looking for a moment all season and she finally getting her moment.
I used to refer to her as this, I don't want to because they may, say I'm a certain persuasion, but I would say it was like a dog in waiting, like a bulldog ready for the right bite. That was Charisse. If you played with her real quick. And I'm here for it because honestly, friend of the show, yes, because her storyline was wrapped around her previous husband and that whole mess that took place. Now she's not in that house anymore. We don't want to have a Sheree Whitfield moment of seeing her on the 5th floor of some condominium with her son in an air mattress. We certainly wouldn't want that to happen. I'm sure that's not what happened, but somebody needed to check and Please don't forget about that season of Atlanta, because I never forgot that. So the cameraman picked them up. Lord, okay. And we all have our tough times, but Sheree was ready. What was it? It was a rental car at the time, trying to stunt like my
An Aston Martin. That's what it was.
It was a shame. Poor girl. Anywho, what were we talking about?
You know, a lot of people say that Charisse is the real Grand Dame in real life, but when she comes on screen, she looks
homely,
haggard.
Listen, some people don't know where to shop. That's okay. Some people find clothes in a different section of the mall or shop at different malls.
But I'm glad that you did acknowledge that Robin is putting some type of work in this season, because a lot of people has called her boring over the past few seasons, and she's actually, making her storyline interesting.
She better, because Juan doesn't find her interesting. So, this is the funny part about the Housewives of Potomac. I watch it in passing. I don't even watch it like that, but I can just literally go through the entire narrative through Twitter and everything else. Bad light-skinned ladies. Go Wendy is what I'm saying. So I have to stay out of this one because I feel like I'll be attached by, fluorescent beige fire here. But I do think they're necessary because they're fools. And sometimes the fool needs to carry the wagon while the rest of them, sit and watch all that should happen. And then, of course, weigh in on why can't we just get this wagon to go? I'm just saying. So that's how I look at the show. Bring Nene back. Sorry I said it, but I meant it.
That's funny that you brought her up because she's kind of a part of this show. So
okay, that's good.
You actually a person I thought about when I was
yeah.
You're the person I thought about Candace, because I really didn't care for Candace ever since she got on the show, but I'm actually now starting to open up to her like how I did Kenya in the later seasons.
So my only critique of Candace is that I can't have a critique of her because Candace's fans are Barbs.
I can see that.
Not Barbs.
I don't know if they want to be called treats. I don't know if they want to be called mid-range, tempo.
The candy yams.
Yams. I don't know. Sometimes on keys. I don't know what if you want to call them. But listen.
Not sometimes on keys.
That lady got on a live stage and said, "Not this note." It was shot
on her wedding day.
God bless her. Oh, she's married? Okay, listen. I just assumed she never mind. Let me stop talking about it.
Yes, to a brown dick white man.
But God bless her. God bless them. I remember when she had a homophobic past and people just forgot about that quickly. But no, but honestly, no. People like her a lot, and she's coming through this season. She's funny as fuck. The reads are there. Can't take that away from her at all. But sometimes I run and sometimes I hide, and sometimes I'm scared of you. But all I really want is for you to hold the
Sofa dog, you messy, not the beefcake hunter of Potomac.
I'm popular opinion though. Unpopular opinion though. Candace is the most likable one out of the entire cast, in my opinion.
I like Ashley though, except she makes really stupid decisions, like being with Michael Darby, touching Michael Darby, sleeping with Michael Darby.
Yeah, I'm actually beginning to like Ashley.
Breeding with Michael Darby.
Having Michael Darby's last name.
I'm beginning to actually like Ashley too. I'm not gonna lie.
She's funny. She's a little corny kind of cool kind of gal, but we just want her to get away from that fossil fuel. And man, it's pretty embarrassing to see something like that. It's like watching her with powdered milk, blend together to make some sort of nondescript child. It's a beautiful thing, but no, it's not.
Well, she does have a new white man. The old dude from Summer's house. So.
Oh, well, that's good. She's finding new hues of taupe. That's really good.
Another shade of mayonnaise.
Jesus.
The shade starts early.
But that again, Nidra. Hey, Nidra, that's Rant Pack right there. I need a snake in the bush. I'm going to have a boring season of let's talk about all of our bad marriages. No.
You know what? I get exactly what you're saying. because
chaos.
I can't stand Giselle nor Robin, but
They
I
keep
would
the
say
story
Giselle.
going.
I would say Giselle is needed. Robin really ain't needed that much, but
No, we have to laugh at somebody, Scotty.
Listen, they're both producers' pets, but my thing with Giselle is like, how far are you willing to go for this reality show?
Look at her clothes. I think she's pretty much the long jump champion, if you really want to talk about it. That lady wants to look a fool every day of her life. That's amazing. But God bless her in that not cute color that she has for her hair. She needs a new tone. I need some warmth. I need some warmth. But see, that's the thing. You laugh with people like Candace. You laugh at people like Giselle. That works at its own tempo. Then you look at Charisse, you scream. And then, you make your own decisions from there. And then there's Ashley. And then there's Maud. No, but I like Candace. That's my favorite. I mean, not Candace, excuse me. Karen is my favorite. She reminds me of my aunties.
Yeah,
like
Karen
in real life.
Well, since Maddie made the point of we need somebody to laugh at, that's basically why Sheree is on the Housewives of Atlanta, because we need someone to laugh at.
We watched her sit at a God blessed cafe and be left at 63 degrees with a 10-mile-per-hour wind forecast. People on the Weather Channel knew how long she had been sitting there. That is a sad case. If you Google mapped that location, I bet you Sheree is still sitting there.
Maddie, you are a horrible child.
But that's what she signed up for. That's why she's getting the smallest check for those embarrassing moments.
She deserves the smallest check.
She really do.
She does, because she really did play in all them people faces who bought her fashions. Okay, she scammed us.
People bought her fashions.
Are you talking about Martha?
You couldn't even get to the website.
The gallery. Like this one over here wanting you to rent musty clothes. This other one over here wants to give you Sheen by Sheree Sheen.
No, we're not gonna shade Shein like that.
Martin Sheen, Charlie Sheen,
Soft Sheen,
Beige Sheen.
Come on, baby.
Well,
it's terrible, is what we're telling y'all. It's terrible.
Well, we could go ahead and get into the show then. We are 15 minutes in. Shout out to the 104 people that's already in the building. Shout out to you guys. Thank you guys for all the support and everything under the sun. And make sure you're liking the video as well as sharing the video. So we're going to go ahead and get into the first segment of the night, which is Song and Album of the Week. Now, what I will say before we even get into this is that there was a subscriber that actually sent in some stuff for the segments, and I lost them.
Audience participation, and he don't got it.
I lost them. I don't know where they are. They were still supposed to be about DMs, and I was supposed to go back and find them, and I've been trying to find them for the last 2 days, and I can't find them. So I had to come.
That person will be so mad.
That would never happen on the Maddie Rants channel.
Anyway, so I had to come up with my own at the last minute. So I'm gonna keep looking for them. I got 2 more weeks to the next show, so I'm gonna keep looking for them. They should still be in my DMs somewhere. I don't know why I can't find them. However, for the song of the week, I decided to go back to high school and pick this, and I just want to see y'all reactions to this. So the song of the week is Tierra Marie. Make us feel good.
The Beyonce of the group.
That's a lie. That's a lie, and that's a lie. That's the Farrah of the group. You need to stop that right now.
I was not Farrah. You gotta
someone give me the run real quick, because I know the title, but give me a run. Give me the chorus run real quick.
I gotta go off screen to do that. Hold on.
Why you gotta go off screen, Scotty? You don't want to just.
You don't know the lyrics.
Oh yeah.
Is there any boys around that know how to make a girl feel?
I do love that song though.
All my girls say. I remember. Okay. Make a girl feel. That was that.
Yes, with that badass dancing. Yes.
Listen, everyone had that same bang going round to the left. Okay.
But is it just
that's from the
me?
rap.
That's
But
how you were right.
if y'all remember that video, Tierra Marie looked different in every scene to me.
Oh, Scotty, that honey, this is
She looked like a Brett's
I
daughter.
don't remember the video.
everybody that's been on Love and Hip Hop looked different to you at each time of their career. Are you not forgetting these people's MO? Circle the dots and fuck up the rest of it. Okay.
Shout out to Gabor. He said that just came on when I was in the gym. I really thought Tierra was going to be the new it girl. I did too.
I did too.
I knew better.
I did too.
I didn't. Well, if y'all remember the Destiny Child's tribute when it was A. Marie, Tierra Marie, and Rihanna, and everybody called Tierra Marie the Beyonce of that tribute because they didn't see it for Rihanna at that time.
They did.
Beyonce said she's the one.
Yeah.
Beyonce did that because Rihanna can't sing. Let's keep it real.
Listen,
Like, she didn't think that she would be her competition.
I'd never said those things about. I've never said those things. I will say that I knew that Tierra Marie was not going to be that girl because her name is Tierra Marie. Two, A. Marie and Beyonce had that same similar situationship going on with the trumpet horns, working with the same people. Yeah, that's going to be that second sacrifice before Blue got onto this earth. Ha shamanana manana. And so Rihanna, of all people, that one was going to stay because look at what happened. Multi-billion, just billion, whatever. She's got a lot of money selling lingerie and underwear and giving you mid-singles from, of course, soundtracks on albums. But, she's going to kill the Super Bowl. I'm excited.
I can't wait.
But why do y'all think Rihanna was chosen over Tierra Marie? Tierra Marie overall was like the total package. I mean, especially what you said.
So let's really answer this question. Do you think Tierra Marie Saunders was going to give us what Rihanna gave us in Anti or anything to go further and beyond? Let's really think about what she actually presented to us. She walked down a street and sang. No, I don't think so. I'm afraid not.
But vocal-wise and danceability, do you think Rihanna is better than Tierra Marie in that aspect?
Rihanna can roll a hip and move a knee, and it's interesting that people give her more than that. But the most she ever gave was "Where Have You Been?" That was the most. And then when she tried her best at that MTV Awards, see, all the Navy girls gonna drag me, and I'm trying my best to be kind to you. Jamar's not here to defend his native head, but
not native head.
She has a nice voice and she's marketable, and that's the thing about Rihanna is that she is sellable. Like that lady can sing about like nonsense and everything is going to be okay. She will make her money, not with this Black Panther song, but everything else. Yes,
it's going gold.
Well,
that's the movie. I blame the movie
basically. The board in the chat basically said what I was just about to say. Is this right here? You can make more money off of Rihanna. Tierra can only give R&B. Rihanna can't sing, so she's a pop star. I was just about to say that though, and because I can't see Tierra Marie being no pop phenomenon. Like Tierra Marie could have been like a Keisha Cole or something like that. That was big with R&B music. Versus
Tierra Marie is not going to release the Red album. It's not happening, everybody. She's not going to give us Oops, I Did It Again. She walked and she sang. And then she ended up on Love and Mona Scott. And there you go.
And she ain't had no daddy around when she was growing up.
Bye, Scotty.
That's what she said.
To Scotty.
Yep, she was wild and she didn't give a fuck.
Right.
Oh, boo. They're singing a song, everybody.
And she found, before Love and Hip Hop, she found herself a sponsor. I mean,
listen, this is how people come back from the dead. You have to stop. Leave them in their graves. May they rest in, mid security. Okay. terrible. But good for her. Good for her. Hope she's doing well.
Well, okay, let me ask y'all this. Most people that came out around the time that she did, or a little bit after her, that joined Love and Hip Hop. They joined Love and Hip Hop with the notion of believing that they would possibly get a chance at a second chance at being in the industry.
Olivia?
So, I was just about to say that. So you had Olivia, you had K. Michelle, you had Tiara. Out of all three of them, the only person that made a resurgence is K. Michelle. Somewhat.
I know you ready to talk about it.
No, no, I'm not going to talk about K. Michelle. Thing about it is, why do you guys think that K. Michelle was able to have a second chance, but Tiara wasn't, or Olivia?
Because K. Michelle is the Nene Leakes of Love and Hip Hop.
And K. Michelle stayed more consistent with music.
Yeah,
that's really what it boils down to.
I mean, we could say that too, but also memorability in terms of people finding her interesting again. Everybody else threw a dish. Everyone else got mad and upset. That one right there, that one was quotable. She was likable.
Dish.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Even in the other stuff that was happening, she was likable compared to Tierra Marie was with that one guy with the relationship with the two ladies, and then brought what's her name? Oh, what a terrible storyline that was for her. Oh, and then
that was a good season, though.
It was a good season.
That was a good season.
I hated the Hollywood series. Every single bit of it. I was like, I have to watch this cokehead Ray J sit up here with all these people and do. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
Hey, Love and Hip Hop was good garbage. Right now, it's just garbage.
I don't know what it is.
I liked it when it was New York in the early days. You know,
yes,
season 2
before Yandy turned into the monster that she is. I'm just kidding.
The poisonous frog.
You are not kidding.
Remember when Yandy was like a sweet, innocent girl?
That's when I liked her.
Once Chrissy was off the show, Big Mama was up and popping. It was like, I got rid of the mole. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm gonna tell you like this, Maddie. Yandy,
sorry,
like you said, when she first came on, she was so like innocent and all this other stuff.
I'm in my bag, and then
you know, it had Chrissy looking like a big bully because I couldn't stand Chrissy back then.
Oh my God, Chrissy stopped Kimbella. Like, are we not talking about this still? Girl, you should be in jail. Like, you stopped that lady in the dressing room.
Had the pussy
and
on the
VH1 filmed her getting pooped. Like, I have to think about TV from back of the Gap and how much shit used to get away with stuff. Like, MTV wise, all of that. Not today. Oh, it's the screen went blank. And now all of a sudden we come back to girls with dotted eyes and crossed T's. And it's like, what's going on here? So, you know, Chrissy literally steamrolled this track by track blonde haired wearing lady. Okay. Pushed her on the ground and gave her 2 feet, not one, but
two.
The left foot and the right. She wanted equal weight distribution. I can't. I love and hip hop, but I miss the old days when Erica Mena had a first face.
Because I don't know what the fuck this.
She was so pretty.
Drawstring face she got now.
It's like she kept going to the doctor and they just kept telling her the wrong advice. Like, what is going on here? These are not the right prescription lenses for this lady because clearly, you know, Safari, look at you. See what happens when Nikki leaves you alone? Looking for crumbs in all the VH1 places. Bitch on everybody's franchise fucking somebody. Get out of here.
Because I don't know if y'all looked at the Love and Hip Hop family reunion that just came out Monday, but the chick Estelita says she fucks Safari.
So
too.
There's another season of that. It wasn't a one-time event.
No, this is
on the run
season.
too. Oh,
wait, Estelita's on the show.
So why are they doing this, and what is this for? And is this just a cheaper way to film everybody in one location that knows each other?
Because they don't have anything else going on.
They got bills to pay.
I mean, that seems like a running trend because you see the Housewives got the whole Ultimate Girls Trip.
What happened to the lady that sold shoes?
Rashida Ali.
Yeah, the shoe lady. What
She's too
happened?
busy. She's too busy being Nikki's security guard, child.
Isn't she a blogger?
And she's a blogger now. She's the blogger that runs their own site blog on Instagram, child.
But does she still
she
sell
did?
shoes?
That's her.
I don't know if she still
Is
sells
that
shoes
blog
or not.
about shoes?
It's not about shoes.
I don't know what we're talking about.
That was just a vanity title to get on the show and get seen.
Like, what are we talking about then? She's not talking about shoes. What are we talking about then?
Well, all I'm looking forward to on this damn season of, because this is the third season of Family Reunion. Let me just make that clear. It's the third season of it.
Season.
The third season. Tokyo Betty is on there this season. She's supposed to fight Carly Red.
Is
I
there
want to know
any
why.
of gay representation? Did Bobby Lights come there with the winner of the I Love Bobby Purr?
Isn't that whole cast trying to fight him?
No. Didn't the whole cast fight him? Is really the answer. Except for Ike, because he just wanted to sing, and somehow Zeus was going to get him that record deal. Ike, you have better venues. Go ahead, baby. You know better. You know better, sweetheart. There was other people that can't sing up there too that were trying to get a deal. Like, we're not going to do all this today. They had this bitch. I'm sorry. This man, listen, Bobby Lights, you walked up on some dude in a wheelchair. Never will you be. Never will you be. I don't care if he rolled over there to you. I don't care if someone pulled him to you. I don't care. Girl, never will you be. I'm not no punk. What was you going to do? Slap him while he was sitting down? He wasn't going to stand up and hit you back. Boo! I don't think so. It's terrible. The whole bit.
Girls still fighting, and the show been on for damn near 7
But you know what's funny? Zeus still got my goddamn monthly subscription, so I'm gonna watch tonight. That's sad, but I want to eat something with my chicken.
I might give in and watch Baddies West this time around, child.
I will be watching this season. For some reason, I have to turn the volume down though, because there's this terrible music that plays in between the scenes. I don't know who is this trying to get a career. I don't want it. Like, I can't. I won't. I will not. It's like these artists. What's that sound? Are you yodeling? Or did we find our way into this kind of music? Let me find out. It's watching me
upset because Bad Boys was before Baddies West, so I was expecting Bad Boys Houston to come out.
Well, no. Baddies West was before Bad Boys Los Angeles. Then Baddies South came out. Yeah, because Baddies West was the first season with Natalie and Voodoo. Who got the voodoo for you? What's her name?
Judy,
old long face ass. Oh, what's that poison you get from alcohol that be fucking your face up? That's what she looked like she has. Listen, Judy was on there. That was the one with Sydney Starr when she found out she wasn't going to come back, and then she ended up being a stalker this entire season for some reason. I know they were telling her where to find them. Like, come on now. Like, really, that girl, you had money to travel around looking for them? Gross. But no, they rented a house in Atlanta. Okay. And Josiah, you have to watch, you have to see this. They rented a house in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay. And it was poor. It was haunted. The beds were old. The beds were old. But I said, listen.
They definitely was.
Botulism. Thank you, Liam. Their face looked like someone had a whole fit of it. A whole fit of it. Back to this tale of despair and chins. An old house they were in. They sat in that house a long time. They wasted Seven's time. They wasted the other Janelle's time. They wasted everyone's time. It was like, we're trying to get a bag. They just went to clubs and partied. That's them getting a bag. The only reason this season Baddie South was good was because Krishan Rock was on. And that's tea. That's tea. And Jalen Meek was on there too. They were swinging. I was like, yes, bitch. Someone needs to get a hit. I'm getting sick of y'all looking at each other smiling.
I'm so tired of Krishan and Blueface.
You know they got a show coming on Zeus too.
That I will not be tuning into because I have seen enough online to understand what a toxic relationship looks like. She does a lot better in a single zone versus with a man. I don't know. I don't like that man either. His rap is trash too. He cannot rap.
He only got one song. Bust it down,
No,
Tatiana.
he be doing freestyles, and it'd be
they're so fucking terrible.
It'd be paper bag, yellow, manila, paper bag, envelope folder, lace with glue, lick, click, stick it, mail it. Ooh, like what? Like, who is this man, and where did he get a contract? And, like, what was the poor person you bent over to give it to you? My God.
Not the poor person.
I have to stop. He wouldn't be poor.
You know what? Let me continue on, child.
We got so far left from the song of the week.
Please. But Scotty does this to me, and then I get dragged in the comments. Like,
do nothing.
You just let me take the girl, and I'd be like, you could stop me at any point in time. I will take this mother all the way through.
I don't give a damn what these folks say. The people that matter enjoy like, your rant.
Jamar and T ain't here. We got to fill in the gap, sister. I'm just saying. You know, T would have said something, that bitch.
Right.
that bitch. This bitch. And it's like, okay. And Jamar would have sat there and blinked at us real funny. You know.
As you can see, Beasley, there's a routine that the five of us got on this show.
I'm just saying. Like,
it's a routine that the five of us got on this show. I bring up a topic. Maddie start going in. T start going in. Jamar gives his faces. And then Josiah is laughing while drinking whatever he is drinking at that moment.
Then Josiah going to add a random fact too that's also shady as well. You know, it'd be, but did you know that when she was born, you know, syphilis was rampant? And it'd be like, but that's true. It is true. And that's fucked up. And maybe she got it. And that's just what it is. So,
you know. Why up in there? Why, man? I ain't really
bitch, I gave you something to do. Don't you do that. Don't you do it.
Yeah. So you see how this shit be going up here, Beasley. Like, that is exactly how it goes. I'll break up some shit, and I be knowing that Maddie is going to rant about it.
And I watch everything though. I don't miss a show. Like,
right.
If I had enough bandwidth, my reactions on Patreon be like 30 videos a week, all tea. But I also need to watch some shit off camera so I can say what I really want to say at the time. So
But listen, Maddie be in rare form over here. So whatever he can't say on his channel, he can say it over here.
Because they be locking me down. They be locking me down on my channel. I don't know who's watching me, but they like, oh, he said Negro.
Oh my God. Did you see what Maddie said?
You know, like it must be someone who's like, this black man here is talking about these drag queens, and he didn't say nothing nice about the white one. Signed Wilbur. Like, I don't know. It'd be stupid.
Not Wilbur.
Something real ugly, you know. I just assume anybody don't like me's room is unclean, so it's okay.
I mean that's how I feel too. That's why when you be saying
you don't like, vacuum.
Just like when Maddie be talking about, like when people be coming for him in the comments sometimes after we do the show, I be like, I don't know why the fuck you worried about them, because the majority don't give a fuck about about you rant. That's what they tune in for, is to see you rant. I don't give a damn what they say. The
dissertations I read where I'm like, what Bible study do you go to that got you on this level of stupidity? Because you went left and I went right, and this is not the right freeway. I'm afraid we're lost. Boo. Scotty, what else do you got?
Okay, so
what's the next one?
So we got album of the week.
We didn't even get to album. Oh no. My goodness!
And this is the album of the week. Latoya's debut album. It's the album of the week. I decided to choose Latoya.
Oh my goodness!
An underrated classic.
It is.
Ooh, I gotta pull that from my memory bank. It's been large back there.
So when this album first came out in 2006, I was like in I think 7th grade. And when I tell you this was
God, not 7th grade, child. I was in the 12th.
I was in college.
I was in the 9th.
Y'all gotta understand. I'm young. I'm younger than everyone. So
oh no, he did.
It's not shade. I promise. Okay, it might come off as shade to y'all. It's not shade.
Because we don't understand, Scotty. Our old brain. couldn't possibly pick up on this whippersnapper.
Go ahead, Josiah. Go ahead.
This young bitch. Okay, come on, you old young bitch.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, y'all.
Go ahead. We just playing. Go ahead.
Just like your generation, you're sorry. Okay.
Oh no, you didn't.
Maddie? Oh my God.
Oh, now you're a victim. Definitely your generation. Okay.
Anyways, like I was saying, the album, I enjoyed it. That's all.
Torn was a good song. Like, it was a great song.
It was a great song. I will say this was where she really like came back and proved herself. Because, you know, back in the day, they accused her of not really singing a damn thing. But LaToya really did the damn thing with this album. Like, Torn stays in heavy rotation. And I think I love the song. I think it's All Eyes on Me. I think that's on this album too. I love that song.
Let me see. Look at Maddie. He finna say some shady child.
Y'all can let her have. It's fine.
It came out summer 06. I remember waking up going to Walmart to get it. I got the last one. My thing, I got it from Target, child. I was in summer school.
So I actually own this album. Shocker. My taste has evolved, but no, I owned this album at a point. I listened to it for a second. It was put in my CD case somewhere that's probably lost in outer space. But yeah, it had some good songs for the time. 2005 and 2006 was a very interesting music. Yeah, the sound is completely different from now. So
yes, it is.
That time, it was great. Today, I wouldn't pass it. I wouldn't touch it.
Y'all are better than me though, because I downloaded it off of LimeWire. So
no. We had LimeWire too.
We definitely use LimeWire.
We're old enough for that. That wasn't past our moment. Napster too. Yeah.
I don't know nothing about.
I use Napster too, man.
The girls don't know about FrostWire either. When LimeWire,
FrostWire or BearShare,
I use
BearShare too.
Or Zshare,
Zshare too. All of that.
Yeah. BearShare made my computer crash.
Allegedly, these things happened for this.
Yeah, allegedly.
You know.
First of all, I'm not that young now.
Bitch, you weren't even a teenager when this CD came out, child.
Are y'all young shaming me?
Not young shaming.
You wouldn't know what a cassette player gives. How about them apples? And I had a cassette player, a CD player, and you had a Hamnet. Now I had to buy a cassette player because
I stayed having about one.
Listen, I have how many siblings? There were 10 of us. Oh, I had to have my own because I couldn't share with nobody. That part, okay? When I got my CD player for Christmas, my world was rocked.
Or borrowing somebody's CD to record the songs that you like on the cassette tape.
So I had a boom box with those little dual discs for the tape. So you would like record it, whatever was on the radio, and on one of them, and just play it back. Yeah, that was my life with my 5 little CD disc changer going bleep bleep bleep.
I ain't gonna lie, I miss them days though. I used to love it.
I do too. Carrying that big old speaker around. See, now you live in an apartment by yourself, and your neighbors don't like it when you get loud.
It's just so good from hearing these, statements from my ancestors. So I really appreciate.
Oh no, this ancestors.
Listen. You be lucky to hear it from your ancestors. Okay. How the world's going these days. Yep. Step up, everybody. Shit. Okay.
Oh, this bitch is so shady tonight, honey. He called us his ancestors, honey.
I will be that. I will be that ancestor with my Bath and Body Works membership. I will be that ancestor and spray my linen and lavender around the house.
I'm gonna clip this and put this on Instagram. That was the shadiest shit he said. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next segment of the night, and that is reality star of the week.
Make sure it ain't too old. Some people ain't have their TVs back
then. So I had to go back and look at before I chose this one. I had to go back and watch the previous 7 episodes of the season to make sure we did not talk about this person yet. And I was surprised that we hadn't talked about this person yet. So
Maybe
the
for good
reality
reason.
star of the week is Nene Leakes.
Oh,
We had not talked about her yet in all season. We hadn't talked about her yet.
I mean, we talk about her though. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
we do.
Like, listen, I like Lanathia. I know she has said some dumbass shit, to the person who basically feeds her, and then also acted a plum fool for her last season. You did. But I have more good moments from TV for her than anything else, and I do miss her on my screen. And no, I don't want to see her on no college motherfucking hill. That dumbass shit. Like,
Yeah, that was a disappointment. So what made Nene the reality star of the week? Was it because she was showing her areolas at Portia's wedding?
No.
She was dressed up to go. You better show them big titties. Go on, mom.
No. Because I feel like with us having reality star of the week as a segment this season, I feel like we could not go the whole season without talking about Nene. Because we've talked about people like so far, we've talked about New York, we've talked about Tammy, we've talked about
I don't even know who Nene Leakes is. Who is she? Is she like something that y'all did?
Oh, girl, it was funny 15 minutes ago. Scotty, listen, your favorite person that you got to interview, Candy, the real Candy, Candy Burris, said that she talked to Nene, and they.
I saw.
I
saw.
They had a warm embrace.
So she had her titties and her titties. Those big titties were colliding together, and they made this mold that was like, put her back on the show.
Honestly and truthfully, you guys, I loved Nene from the very beginning until she started to like really show her ass around like season 3 with the, I'm that rich bitch. And when she
that was her
back,
iconic moment. What you mean?
It was, but she was just feeling herself way too much.
They're done.
She wasn't even entertaining anymore.
And
this is an unpopular opinion. When she came back around, let's say like season 9 or 10. Like up until that time when she left the show a second time, she wasn't that entertaining to me. But I gotta keep it real. She was the queen of reality television right after New York. Like I would never take that from her.
I would say that because even though I don't like Nene right now, at this particular point, like I could look back at old seasons and just laugh at her ass because she said a lot of funny ass shit and she did a lot of funny shit. And we even say she's very quotable. Like a lot of things that we say is based off of the things that she's already said already. Like I said what I said. I think a lot of us say
the ghetto child, the ghetto. Then
not a white refrigerator.
Then shut up. That's so stupid. Phaedra was talking about that baby. They were reading her at that table.
What's so funny about that, Matt, is that I was listening to that scene at work today. Like, maybe you should keep him in until he's ready to come out.
That part. No, this baby is ready. And Nene's like, shut up. That is so stupid.
Or even when she was on
chicks from the hood don't know
who they pregnant by, but know how far along they are.
You need to stop being a damn bitch.
That's the one right there. You need to stop trying to be a damn bitch. Okay?
It is very relevant today.
Freak and fraud.
Mine was we're go to the studio, drop some beats.
Mine is she like, ooh, is that Shade Phaedra? That's the best one. Season 7, yes.
Where is your scooter? Where is it?
Where is it?
So nasty and so rude. So nasty and so rude.
You know what's another good one? When
what?
She was like, bling bling, bitches is mad. That was like when you were telling her about that, giving her that Rolex watch, and she was like, "Oh, okay."
Now where's Barbara Walters?
Your clit left your body.
When I tell you so many damn quotables from Nene.
And you see, I'm over here tearing up laughing because I don't know anybody else on reality TV that does that for me except for New York. Tiffany Pollard.
Yeah.
Quote moments where I'm just crying laughing because it's like this lady dragged somebody, and it was in the funniest of fashions.
Yes.
Yes.
Very much that.
What did he say to Phaedra? You're not smart. You're not smart.
Wait, it was to Sheree. You played for the wrong. No, Phaedra, you played for the wrong team. You played for the wrong team.
You riding with the wrong team.
Yeah, she gets your team to come face.
They're done. They're done.
Oh my goodness.
Neverland. What I'm a visit?
Right, Neverland. Neverland was so funny. Talk about what you say, Neverland. Say it again. Neverland.
Neverland. Neverland. And then what's Sheree say? Sheree said, why don't you come and visit? And then she said, what am I visit? Sticks? It's a lot of stuff that Nene said that wasn't supposed to be funny, but it was funny to me. It's the way she delivers it. Like,
so for the rest of you, I'm gonna give you this right here.
For the rest of the time that we sit here, get your team to help you out. Get your team to help you out.
But what was the best? What was Nene Leakes' best season of Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Oh God, it's so hard to say.
It's Lindsay Lohan's daddy.
Season 2. Okay.
That's season 2.
Yeah, I think season 2.
Season 2 was a riot. Like that was when her and Sheree were kind of cool too.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I think the best times are when Nene's not feuding with Candy and Sheree.
Right.
For those two in particular, because if they ever work together, especially her and Candy, like when they were listening to Kim's song in the car.
I just saw that on Twitter.
I loved her and Kim beefing, making up and breaking up though. Like that was my favorite part of the show.
I'm just glad Kim is not there as the token white on the show.
I'm so glad. Speaking of Kim, when Nene and Kim got to arguing season 2 at the very end, you didn't touch me? I'm not gonna sit here and listen to your lies.
To get your slave.
somebody in the chat literally just said, "This is not sweet, okay?"
Yes.
Wait, cheers. You better watch those bitches.
Cheers to the girl.
You better watch those big words, baby. You better watch those when you end up in the ocean. You better watch those.
Because me and my friend are gonna sit in your friend's room.
I see you. We see each other. We see each other. We good. Wait a minute. What's another one? The door is closed. The door is closed.
I feel like season 10 was the last of iconic Nene moments. Right?
I feel that same way.
Yeah, I agree.
So
That's
that's
in
12.
there
I mean,
Ooh, she was in there arguing. Marla was fixing her hair. I'm sorry, that shit was so.
Now that was so funny to me because me and Jamar laughed at that argument too.
That hair was tossed, and she was like,
and then she was like, "What did he say to Portia? You took food out Phaedra's plate." Cause you're the reason why she's not here. And then Portia was like, well, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Then he gonna Nene, oh, you don't? It's the way she said it. And then Portia said, we gotta be responsible for our actions. He gonna Nene, oh, we are.
Ooh, I cannot stand Portia. My thing is, do you guys think if Nene comes back, do you think that would be the key to saving the Real Housewives of Atlanta?
yes. For
You
me,
know what?
it will be.
As much as I don't want to admit it, I think that's what she's missing. I could do without Phaedra. I could do without her, but like Nene is probably because I'm over bringing back old faces every time. But Nene is probably the only old face that I would rather see back on the Housewives of Atlanta. Because even when I don't like her, she's still funny as fuck to me.
But she has a new relationship now. You know,
Yeah.
the whole situation with Greg still hasn't been really addressed in the reality TV world. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot going on with that. So I think it'd be perfect, honestly, for her to come back. I do understand that she went to court, you know, specifically, you know, over that situation, but that actually was, I forgot what it was. They settled it, or so they moved out. Forgot how that ended up being. Either way, I think it's still possible. It's going to be a little while.
But the only thing that I ask you guys is this right here, because I don't necessarily mind her coming back, but how would it work with this cast right now? because she don't really have no connection to most of them.
Well, Sheree, they have their own.
Marlo's on the cast too.
Oh yeah,
and,
keep
yeah,
forgetting
and then
Marlo there.
and then Candy, like she could fit in.
Trust me, all she has to do is mend those relationships off camera, pull it into the in-camera space, argue with the new girls.
Yeah, she already started with Candy. They became bosom buddies.
And see, she'd be on Candy's side and take care of Candy's dirty work. Boom.
I like them when they cool. I like it when they're cool.
Funny together.
Yeah, like I like them when they're cool.
They only fell out because Nene was jealous of Candy. That's the only reason.
Let me see what Busy Blue said. Shout out to Busy Blue. He said, save it, no, but it would help. I want her to go back to Nene before Trump and Glee. Just be her regular self. Yeah.
Trump check.
Yeah. How do we forget that? How do we forget that line? Okay, so so we all agree that it's okay. We're good with Nene coming back. I know this ain't got nothing to do with the reality star of the week. Because people feel like we need Nene, Phaedra, and Portia. Do you think we need all three of them back?
Stay wherever she's at.
Well, let's wait till we see Girls Trip before we say Portia.
Okay.
Because I have a feeling we'll have different.
It wouldn't hurt, but I mean, I can do with or without Portia. If she comes back, great. If not, that's fine too. But Phaedra, she don't gotta come back.
Phaedra can go to Dubai with her friend, The Face.
I disagree. I think Phaedra should come back
with the other girl, so she'll be fine.
I think Phaedra should come back. Like, that's loose ends between her and Candy. That's something that we all want to see. I know Candy won't allow it, but I feel like Candy's kind of holding the plot back. Like, I know it'll probably never happen, but that is something that the whole entire world wants to see them two back on the screen together.
Yeah, but see, my thing of it is, I know a lot of people feel like Candy is the one that's holding the show back, but I feel like if it's really up to Bravo. I mean, yeah, Candy said if you bring her back, I won't come back. That's really up to them. Like they could easily say, well, fuck you, Candy, we want Phaedra back, and they could just bring her back. Sure, but team. I feel like they want Candy to be there while Phaedra is there, because without Candy, what is Phaedra gonna bring?
They want the resolution of that storyline.
But they do want Apollo back too. So that's another thing for Phaedra to do.
They brought a whole ex-con back. Come on.
Apollo's like the first male housewife. Well, actually second after like Teresa Giudice.
Don't be surprised if you see Peter.
The first real jailbird.
Yeah, Peter want a peach so bad. Now he over there on Potomac trying to get a flute.
Stirring up.
Peter is a peach.
Not Peter is a peach.
A dusty peach. Let's see here.
Busy Blue said Portia brings in the young ignorant fans and they follow her. Phaedra is licking Dubai bottoms to get on top so she can stay away.
Portia for Zeus Network.
No!
That's a step down for the very classy Portia Williams.
Not the very classy.
You saw Tommy on Zeus Network from Love and Hip Hop. Yeah, she's VH1. Well,
but why is Tommy there? I know that they got
she's gonna be on the show.
I know that's what I'm saying. Why is she there?
She needs something to do.
Hip hop. That's
it
why.
Gets old. It gets tiring. Like she's a certain, girl. No, you too old to be acting.
But she one of the reasons why I feel like I'm a tune in the baddest ways because she owns it.
I said she got her ass beaten. One thing from a rumor, I forget what it was. We'll see. Yeah, they're already spilling tea on the season, all on Twitter.
Yeah, because I follow all them tea pages, baby. And
I follow the Zeus Network tea page. They spill everything, child.
They do. I love it.
I mean, Zeus is probably the one spilling it.
No, I like the new cast they got for
and this
baddies.
is off topic, but I don't know if y'all know, but Dorelli, Where the Money Resides, got and his boyfriend has been.
Did you see him at Rebar cutting the fuck up?
Yes, and then I spoke to him. I was like, "Hi," and then he looked at me like I was fucking crazy and said, and walked off.
Oh no, he didn't.
Y'all, he is rude as fuck in person. I kid y'all not, he is.
Most of them are.
Have you talked about him, Josiah?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't talk about him. He just like that in general.
Well,
William, the saddest looking.
I was just about to bring that up.
That's scary, bitch. But it is what it is.
Maddie called me at work.
I said that bitch looked me dead in my face and beeline. I said, and that was the smartest thing to do.
Maddie called me I said, now Maddie, no, I'm at work. It got to be something going on for him to be calling me this early. I said, bitch, what's going on? He said, don't you know I saw William the Bat? No, William the Saddest. I'm like, where you saw him at?
Because I don't give false titles.
Okay.
He had to watch our videos about that. We were dragging the shit out of him.
Wearing a whole bodysuit. It was
I still be
embarrassing.
watching this sometimes when I'm bored. I'm like, let me watch out.
Yeah, those videos were hilarious, but we stopped doing them because the show just got whack.
It was because they started catering to Milan Christopher, and that was what made it not fun anymore. Because it was just like, okay, so you're basically protecting him. That's your star. Y'all didn't even do a reunion, if I'm correct, because
of Milan.
Yes, and he knew he was about to get dunked. So it was a sad. It was sad.
I wanted Jonathan to beat his ass so bad. Oh my god!
But we had Gutta K out of that. That was one of my favorite people.
Mm-hmm.
Gutta K and them fell out, right?
Yeah, he fell out with all them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh I don't know if he fell out with the Money Resides guy, but I know Anthony is the one he fell out with.
He fell out with both of them. Yes.
Oh.
So they ain't none of them.
Oh.
And because they said he tried to steal from them.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I mean, is any of this surprising?
I'm just thinking, like, oh.
Maddie. You know what? Let me continue on, child.
Please.
Okay, so the next segment is what went wrong, child. Let's get it to. Okay, so for those of you that are tuned in for the very first time, What Went Wrong is basically a segment where we talk about some of our favorite shows, whether it be reality show or scripted series, where it got canceled or, and we want to know where did the show go wrong at? Like, when did it start getting bad? And the show that I decided to choose for this week is UPN's Girlfriends. That's the one that I decided.
Oh, that's easy.
There through thick and thin.
So, what would y'all say? What would y'all say? What went wrong with Girlfriends?
Joan. I'm kidding. But y'all know I'm not lying.
I'm sorry. I completely stopped watching when Tony left the show. When they came back on the CW and she wasn't in the promo pics, I was just not having none of it.
I don't think I was watching it then either.
Well, I enjoyed UPN, and when that stopped being a thing, well...
Can we just get into that real quick? I know
my 20 sucks. I don't care.
Like,
this is my specialty. So let's get into it.
Yeah, so UPN was good back then. Like
amazing.
Like, was it Monday nights or Tuesday nights? It was one of them. I think
Monday night.
Did Moesha come on? Was that Monday nights?
Yeah, that was Monday night
with the Parkers. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, because there was a time where, because at one point Moesha had got canceled. So then it was like the Parkers would come on, then one-on-one, then Eve, all of us.
Yeah. What was the LL Cool J show called again?
In the House.
There we go. That was one of the earlier ones before that was canceled out.
Yeah.
2 seasons. One-on-one was the favorite. One-on-one.
I used to love the
Lex Washington, the full bit. Yeah, it was right with the money. See, that was me. I was watching that, but then it was like Fox was like either Tuesdays or Thursdays when it was Martin and the Living Single.
I think it was Thursdays.
I think it was Thursdays.
Yeah.
And then CW, which was WB, used to have a show on there with like Robert Townsend called, I forget the name of it.
The Parenthood.
Yeah, that was my show. I used to like that show.
I'm so glad that you're bringing all those shows up because I thought I'm the only one that remembers those shows.
But I don't remember the Parenthood. I'm starting to lose the names of them, but I know who's in it. I know the house was a red brick house.
Okay, so let me bring up all the shows from back then on the WB so I can see if you remember them all. So you just brought up the Parenthood. There was Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Yeah, that's when Raven's eyebrows girls was doing cursing. Yes.
Okay, there was Sister, of course.
Yes.
There was Smart Guy.
Yes, that was with the brother. You know, everybody's lusting over him now. Y'all are weird. Okay.
He
Look like he still needs some milk.
One?
Okay.
The Steve Harvey Show. That's another one.
When we liked him.
No,
Yes.
that was on the WB.
That's what we're talking about.
We're talking about
all
the
of them on the WB. I think is that it?
I blacked out for a second.
I like the Steve Harvey Show.
Oh, it's another show called For Your Love as well that was on WB. But
you know, the game was on there too, or did that come up after CW?
That was on the CW.
Okay, I hated the game.
Oh, and the Jamie Foxx show was also on the WB.
Oh, no, the Jamie Foxx show.
And then like D.L. Hughley, I think.
D.L. Hughley was
that was
on,
ABC.
That was ABC.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because
it came on ABC with The Boy Meets World and
My Wife and Kids.
My
was
Wife
on
and Kids
ABC too. Yeah, and that was also Family Matters, and then what was the other show? The time when network television actually meant something.
When it was good.
Basically.
When you had to be there because you couldn't tape it.
Right.
We had FOMO missing an episode.
Oh my God. You would think it would be lost in space.
Listen, like that was back when like everything like scripted TV was good.
Things smelled better and tasted better. Yeah.
Music was good. Like everything was good back then. Like everything was good. But
games was good.
Global warming wasn't that big of a deal.
What was that at that time?
We didn't even know what that was back then.
Exactly. It wasn't that big of a deal. Then you got a little older, you got a Netflix account, and all of a sudden everyone needs to scream. And you do, because the earth is melting.
Right. Okay, period. So when it comes down to Girlfriends, who is y'all favorite and least favorite character on Girlfriends?
All of them were toxic as hell in their own way.
I agree.
Toxic friends. My toxic friends.
I agree. But the younger version of me loved Tony. The older version of me liked Maya. Cheating aside.
I like Maya. I like Maya out of all of them. Lynn was annoying as hell. She used to get on my nerves.
Maya had the most growth out of all four of them, in my opinion.
Yep, she did. Wait, did she?
Oh yeah, she was like a single mother.
Jabari.
Then became like a top 10 artist.
Nah, we good on her. No.
Jambalaya.
I could tell y'all who I didn't like. I couldn't stand Joan the whole show. That's the
Oh
first
yeah,
one.
she used to get on my nerves.
I hated Joan.
I will say this though.
You said Tony was your favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Tony was a real one to me. As annoying as she was real to me.
Baby, that season 1, Tony.
Remember when she got her ass whooped at the club?
Season 1, ooh.
And everybody helped her but Joan. Even Maya helped her. They didn't even like each other. Even Maya helped her. Like, girl, you gonna let her get her ass beat like that?
No, I will say this though about Tracy Ellis Ross. When I was a kid, I thought she was just like not cute at all. But like the grown version of me, Tracy Ellis Ross is just stunningly beautiful. Like I didn't appreciate her beauty back then.
You know,
I said that she felt like she wasn't cute, but I think she's beautiful.
I didn't, but
I just didn't like her ass. Like Joan was so judgmental and hypocritical, child. I just couldn't see it for Joan.
But see, Joan didn't know how to set boundaries too at that time as well, because sometimes she would let her friends, do things where she would say certain things when like, girl, you don't want Lynn over there in your corn chips, bring him in over there. Just say that, oh, I'm okay. So Joan had to learn throughout the series, like, okay, I can't let everybody walk all over me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sometimes you do have to set those boundaries with people, child. And but Joan just didn't Joan have a whole lot of men too? Like
she had a man every season.
But why did they put her
Like
with
every
William
episode
though?
almost.
Oh my God. I used to vomit when those scenes would take place. Oh my goodness. How horrible. We had to watch that. Oh my God.
Yeah,
It was so cringy.
yeah, like this reminds me, because we talked about Moesha on the last show. So this, and we didn't even get to bring up this part of Moesha when we talked about it. I hated it when they put, just like I hated when they put Joan and William together. I hated it on Moesha when they put Hakeem and Moesha and made them a couple. I hated
I
that
agree.
too. I hated that. Oh my God! Like, why?
I agree. It just it didn't mesh. It felt weird. It felt like incest almost.
Yeah, it's like they forced it on us. Just like I hated on the Parkers at the very last episode that they just made Nikki and Professor Ogilvy get married. I thought that was the lamest closing.
Oh, it was terrible.
In real life too. Hey, Professor.
You know what?
Professor Ogilvy?
Don't be surprised.
Child, listen. I'm glad that Maddie said something though, because I thought I was the only one that hated Joan and William together. Oh my God.
They were gross looking. It was like two, really terrible paintings being put across each other in a museum. It's like you turn left, fuck. Turn right, fuck. Oh my God. Where is the love?
And just the energy, the verbiage, the way how they talk to each other, like that Valentine's Day episode, y'all, it was so damn cringy.
William it looks like he spits when he speaks. And like not in the way you think, like the drool kind of spit, not the like at you, but it like go down. So you're like, did you make cookies at 3 p.m. today? Like, what's happening here? No, yeah. That would have been like that's a Raven putting Raven and Eddie. Raven would. I almost said some bullshit. Oh, I almost said so much. If Raven had really been with Eddie, she wouldn't be saying that she's just an American.
I don't know. I don't know, Sharice. I actually like Kyle and Max on Living Single together. I didn't mind that.
I thought it was cute.
I like those two together too.
I didn't mind Max and Kyle.
I wanted them to actually be together. That was like a wish of mine because they had this like power thing going on where he was this machismo 5'7" man trying to be somebody, and she was, giving you all kinds of power, woman in a suit, Black woman tees. They were very pro-Black too at the same time. It just, I don't know. I hate how they sort of wrote that off, and then how they did Kyle at the end too. It's Mackenzie.
Yeah, like I enjoyed Max and Kyle though. Like, but like you said,
date in real life.
They couldn't have dated in real life, child. Kyle is one of us in real life, child.
Oh, really? That's news to me.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
Child, yes, child.
Yeah.
One of us.
Yeah, the old gays know. Yeah.
I didn't know what.
Wait, that was shade. I didn't get that. Okay, Daddy, I'll let you have it, hon. I'll let you have it.
That was a little past your bedtime. There's a little past your bedtime there, just saying. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. All right.
I was like, wait, was that shade?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute and see.
That was good. That was good.
Don't throw the ball. I hit home runs.
That was funny.
Are we still talking about this show? And what were we talking about beforehand?
We were talking about Girlfriends and just where did it go bad at?
So we decided that it was Kelsey Grammer. Got it. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna ask y'all one last question before we get into the hot topics portion of this show. A lot of people, because they did not get no season finale or nothing like that. They didn't get no finale or anything for Girlfriends.
No jumping the broom. Mm-mm.
So people feel like there should be like a movie or something to conclude it. Do you guys think that there would be a need for a Girlfriends movie?
Absolutely.
On Netflix.
You can see it on Netflix. Okay.
I can see that too.
We're not going to the theaters for this, but we show up for Netflix.
That reminds me.
Though,
go ahead.
There's not a lot of Black movies in the theaters. It could have a good turnout.
In select theaters, yes.
You know what, man? I'm not playing with you tonight.
Because I mean, let's call it what it is, baby. There's parts of this town, Houston, that movie would not do well at. A bunch of who's in there. Look at their hair. I ain't seen that shit.
Well, do you guys think they should do something like what The Best Man is doing on Peacock? You think they should do something
I'm
like that?
kind of excited for that, actually.
I'm very excited. I'm gonna review it and everything.
I'm a fan of The Best Man now, and I saw that was sad movie. Sad.
Yeah, I can't watch The Best Man Holiday. Like I can't.
And I was in the movie theater watching that.
Me too.
Why? I don't know why I sat there crying.
I cried too.
Like, oh my God, it was too much. Too much. So yeah, as long as I can be in my house and not be going through the emotions, yes, I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
Okay then, child. So
is Lucius Lyon a part of it?
I think so.
I think everybody's a part of it except
Lord,
Ebony, because she did.
They just be looking like a trip to the clinic sometimes.
Monica
Calhoun, yeah. She's not. She's the only one that's not in it.
Cause she
died.
I'm pretty sure she'll be in like flashback episodes.
I'm like Scott, cause she,
yeah, flashback.
She dead. I said she dead. Ooh, the Colonel. No.
Okay, so the next segment is sing that song now.
He ain't here.
Sing that word, but Jamar is not
here. He ain't here.
So we're gonna allow Josiah to be the one to give us the word.
That's the other J. Yeah,
that's why I said because he's the other J, so he can go ahead and do the words.
Okay, I'll go up clockwise.
No, you won't.
So
y'all so silly tonight.
You know what I mean. Give me
Go ahead, child. Go ahead.
Okay, so Scotty, I'll go with you first.
Okay.
And the first word is red.
Put on your red dress and put on your high heels.
Okay.
Heels. What was that? Okay.
Okay. Maddie, your word is like.
Like. Just like a star that's no. There you go. Corinne Bailey Ray. There we go.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Just like a star that's okay, we're done.
Okay. Okay, Beasley, your word is what is your word?
Help.
Yeah.
Ooh. SOS, please, somebody help me. It's not healthy.
I thought she couldn't sing. Listen, you know that song.
Okay.
Came to mind.
Okay, now Beasley, you give Josiah a word.
Bottom.
Bottoms up.
I knew you was gonna say that. I knew you was gonna say that.
I would have to hear that man with his nasally register singing. Oh my God.
Wasn't he a terrible singer? Oh my God.
Terrible. Like his right nostril was always closed for some reason. Like
the Baba Black Sheep of R&B.
No, there's more. Because baby, when I tell you, Jesse right there with him too. Bunch of goat hurdlers out there, baby. Man, everybody out there. Candy leading the brigade.
Oh, not Candy the brigade. Now you know it's bad when you're trying to sing Purple Rain and Prince look at you like you stupid while you up there trying to sing his song at the BET.
Yeah.
And Prince don't hide nothing. That face was like, oh.
I can't believe they gave him a tribute. He could have done his own tribute.
Yeah, because Alicia Keys was amazing.
Or just done a PowerPoint presentation and he would have accepted that much better. Like, don't do too much. Y'all not going to do this right.
Clicking.
Okay. Just show some nice pictures. That was a lovely day.
All right, so what we're gonna do now is go into the hot topics portion of the show, and that is what's the tea.
He ain't here either.
Yeah, he ain't here either. So, however, we're gonna go ahead and get into the first topic of the first topic of the night. Okay, and I know most of us don't give a damn about these folks, but it's Miss Hazel E and her husband. Now she been putting this on social media.
No, show her new face now. I sent you that whole whatever debacle that was. You show that because this is not her now. And you know it. Don't you give her past in the past.
I only used that because that's a graphic that I used on my own show.
Well, y'all, this is Hazel E of Christmas Past, and I've been meaning that 5 years ago.
What?
Okay.
You putting the boys right out chat.
Because that ain't her right
now.
Did
you put in the boys night out chat, man?
I did.
I'm working on it right now. Give me 1 second.
I sent you the destruction of that biscuit can. I did.
Oh, not biscuit can.
Bitch, I did. Scroll up.
Okay, I'm about to add it right now. 1 second.
I did. Biscuit can. She was trying to get people to buy a corset looking like what's her name from the PJs. It was not what's up. There she goes.
Oh my! Oh, you talking about that? Ah!
Oh my God! I remember this.
Oh my God, man!
Hey, super. Okay. Stick it. Why don't you come out here and stick it? We can do all that. I love the PJs. That was such a good show.
Oh my God, I cannot, honey. I cannot. Okay.
Goodness gracious.
But she's constantly putting this out. She's constantly putting it out there that she's in a domestic violence relationship. She's
with her own corset. Oh, I'm sorry. No, continue, Sky. That's not funny. Let's talk about her.
Oh my God.
Let's talk about her.
You're dragging the fuck out. You're dragging the hell out of her.
Listen.
And you can tell you dragging the hell out of her because Jay Lee laughing at you for posting that for that damn picture with that.
I just want to hear what happened to her in her corset. What happened?
No, her corset. Well, her and her husband are obviously separated, and she's just been going on social media pretty much like putting out all his text messages, videos saying that he's been abusing her in front of her daughter. She and he said that he sent sex videos of him and her to his family members. It's just all types of stuff going on, and a lot of people don't feel bad for Hazel E. And I was gonna ask you guys, do you feel bad for Hazel E?
I want to know where we can send a cease and desist on that shapewear. But I do feel bad for her if it's true. I have seen the show she has been on, so I know a little bit of her worth in terms of what's in front of the camera and what nostril is clicking or not.
Not what nostril.
I hope that she gets everything resolved the way that she needs to get it resolved. I'd ask that she find a resolution with her surgeon as well.
Yeah, I feel like that with Hazel E, there is some inner things that she needs to really work on because
her body image issues. Sorry. Excuse me.
Maddie don't give a fuck, okay?
I'm here for it. But anyway, it's a lot of issues that she needs to work on. And also with him, this man has an anger issue. We've seen this man pop off multiple times. And for somebody to go off like that, both of y'all kind of need to get some type of therapy, some counseling, and really look deep inside and see why do y'all react.
Can Hazel even look deep inside? Have you
their
seen
mirror?
But yeah, it's toxic. It's a toxic relationship made in hell.
I don't really feel bad for her because she ignored the red flags the whole entire time. And, I can offer compassion to her, but what I feel bad is for the children involved because the man was putting his hands on the children. So therefore, in that aspect, I feel bad for what the families had to go through throughout that whole entire situation.
Hazel Lopez needs to find her enough. And she needs to get out of there. I wish her well. Mona Scott, this is not a storyline.
Because she'll try to.
We don't like her like that. We want her to do well, but not well enough to where I have to see her again. Okay. I want her to do well in hiding.
Not in hiding.
She's one of those people you meet at the gas station and be like, ugh. What was that? I don't know. I just got by this lady. Oh, just had this terrible feeling. She was holding a hot pickle.
Maybe all the surgeries on her face got through her nervous system.
Listen. If they did, what did she? When he entered inside of her, did it just go inside of him too? No, that man is crazy. He's got problems. He's messing with a wacko too. Listen. Call it what it is. Two broken people being with each other ain't gonna fix it.
Well, that is true.
God bless him. I hope the best for him, but I don't like him.
It's crazy. Hazel E literally is the walking definition of modern day body dysmorphia caused by reality television and social media. So therefore, I really hope she is able to take a step back from all this
her mirrors
bullshit and get some fucking help because she seriously needs it.
I need her to stay away from anything that reflects. She got to love herself first because that mirror is not helping her. It's just telling her the truth.
But it's true. It's real though.
No, she needs some lies. Real talk. Like someone got to tell her she's pretty. I don't know what.
My God.
But I think when you so deep into that, you know what I'm saying? Nothing.
Somebody got to tell us a lie.
She's looking at herself in the mirror. She's still not going to find something perfect. She's going to
maybe we'll say tell her she's talented. A good lie, just a good one.
I mean, this is no shade, but it's literally like Lil Kim 2.0.
See, no, now
hear me out.
No, Kim is a Martian now, so we can't talk about people who aren't human beings. Like, if you really want to be funny, like Lil Kim is the villain in Nope. You know what I'm saying? And Hazel E is working her way to ET status. She's got to just touch someone and fly on a bicycle.
Oh my God, not ET.
Okay. Is there anyone else we could talk about besides Parmesan cheese?
You know what? Let's move on. Okay.
Let's
move on.
Okay, because that's a bad look.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you're about to drag again with this next one. I'm just gonna.
Why do you do this on purpose?
I'm just letting you know. I'm just telling you now. You about to drag again.
I shouldn't have had my hybrid before I started this. Oh goodness.
Next topic is
where's a no?
Okay. I just want to hear what y'all got to say about this one. Just to be honest. Okay.
Is this like reverse jaundice? Like what's happening here? Okay.
Okay, so
look at them
of course, Boosie is always on DJ Vlad all the time. I don't know why.
Look at his eyebrows. Listen, it looked like he's got like his keys to his cars.
He needs to stop drinking. Look at them. Oh, I know them drunk Uncle Eyes when I see him.
Listen,
not drunk Uncle Eyes. I cannot.
Like, this is giving me H2O deficiency.
You know he don't like wash his clothes and tie detergent. This is giving me sun teas, girl. Look at this fade away, bitch. This is supposed to hold up with the color. I know you paid all that money at the outlet shop. I know you went to the outlet store. She don't give me. I'm a shop for real. I'm gonna go to the outlet mall. It's okay, girl. You better get that last season wallet. What did he do with?
And he got that Herschel Walker haircut too.
Listen, no, Herschel got the Boosie haircut. See, that's where he got shit fucked up. See, it takes one bug to know what another bug.
Not one bug to know what another bug.
You know, I've seen an ant's life, and this right here is the Boosie worst of it all. What about this? What about him?
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna play the audio for y'all.
Looking like all my life. This over Nas being
always have a relevancy to your fans.
Nas is what, about 50 something, you know, like you gotta understand his fan base, when you get up there, half of them are dead. So he definitely has a relevance to his fan base. Half of them are dead. All them niggas in Queensboro, all of Nas and Pac fans, they're dead. So for him to be winning a Grammy, he still has relevance in his era for sure. You know, I just can't say he's relevant as far as today's thing, but I definitely agree he has relevance because ain't too many niggas doing what he doing at his age. He has a relevance to his fans.
Okay, so basically,
Nas is what, about
he said because Nas is about 50 something, that means he's irrelevant. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all, because he's irrelevant because his fan.
I've never seen someone struggle to pull syllables together like that before in my life. That was a hard R, wasn't it? Relevancy. He wanted to say residency, but you don't have.
Right, and what was the last hit song he had?
He never had no hit song.
What's your Groupon sale for tickets? I know you ain't talking. Over there with your I'm gonna be in someone's backyard giving a fucking concert looking ass. The fuck? Bitch. Oh, he had the nerve. Listen, as much as Nas may not be as relevant as he was in the past, he will always be more relevant than Boosie ever will be in any stage of his career. And Nas's relevancy would not have anything to do with his children. And with his children being, you know, possibly taken advantage of on your behalf by those means. You know, Nas will have relevancy not over his jail time and coming out with no fucking music having ass like you did. You're Kaya without a van.
And he had the nerves to come for Nas, like, boy, please, ain't nobody studying you. You only trending because of the bullshit you say.
He sounds so bitter. Like Nas getting that Grammy deserved. Like he did what he needed to do. Also, no, there was nothing really out like that, and what they're not gonna give it to Drake, girl, please. Like, come on now. They gave it to the right person. Look at you.
Oh, and that song ain't even his. Wipe Me Down ain't even his song. That's somebody else's song.
Isn't that Webby? No, that's not Webby.
Fox. It's Fox.
Okay, thank you. I'm like, Webby got the other one.
This is an unpopular opinion. Now, I don't agree with Boosie said because, you know, his fans aren't dead, but Nas was really more relevant to the North. Like down South, Boosie was way more relevant, in my humble opinion. Now, that doesn't negate the fact that, like, what Nas has done in the very past. But Nas has not impacted, like, my childhood growing up down here in Texas like that versus Boosie. Like, Boosie had a chokehold on my childhood.
As someone who grew up in Texas, I don't speak to that. I speak to Nas over Boosie and his undercover homophobic having ass. Yeah,
I would say this because I agree. I see both points here because just like Beasley, I've heard a lot of Boosie records here in Mississippi, but for my musical taste, I go for Nas. I don't listen to Boosie, but a lot of people around me listen to Boosie. You would think that Boosie was like the number one top tier motherfucker around.
Like people who drink Mad Dog 2020, that's who I would think would be like listeners of that, you know.
You know what?
Corona Rita kind of motherfuckers. Like that you know. That's what I'm gonna give it. But nah, like I knew of Boosie because every time I would go into 2020, I was forced to hear him. And every time I went to Bartina's, also Big Yo's, forced to hear this man's music. Not a single day in my life did I download anything from that motherfucker. Now, Nas, I owned albums. Mm-hmm. I had his albums. I had that man's discography, like, because he is one of the greats when it comes to the industry that is rap. I don't look for Boosie when it comes to rap. I look for Boosie when it comes to doing some dances on the floor, getting drunk, and someone getting shot.
See, Nas is one of the greats, yes, but I never vibe with majority of his music like that. Like, I don't know what it is. His music did not like impact my life and a lot of the people around me's lives like that way back in the day.
So let me
for some reason, like Nas's songs did not hit like that.
So did you like? So were you more of a Jay-Z?
Yes.
That makes sense.
It's a
So,
lot
so
of
that regional argument only works in this case with Nas versus Jay-Z, who you feel has more of a global impact for you, even though they came out around the same time.
Yeah, I can see that. Jay-Z overall had more hits, in my opinion.
It's kind of like the
one's denying
argument.
that.
It's kind of like the argument that people have with Brandy and Monica. They came out around the same time, but then there's people that prefer
one over the other.
Someone who ran someone over, another one that just didn't.
Oh no!
You know what? We finna move the fuck on. The move the fuck on.
I meant Cinderella and Gunica. My bad.
Oh!
My bad.
Look, yeah. I love some Gunica though.
She hanging with the wrong people recently. I'm like, what is
going Kodak
on
Black?
Yes. Ew.
I know.
That caught me off guard. I was so surprised.
He's a colorist. What is she doing? Like, he has been on camera literally saying he will not date dark-skinned women.
She passes the People Brown test. She don't care.
Oh my goodness.
Well, this next thing really ain't got shit to do with nothing. I just felt like playing it. It is it is just it's somebody, I don't know who did it, but this on the Neighborhood Talk. Somebody picked up an old video
These
of
are
Glorilla
terrible screenshots and thumbnails. Terrible.
Of Glorilla working at rallies before she signed.
Look at Bad Baby. Do you see that thing up there?
Oh, we're gonna get into that in just a second.
Ew.
But this is Glorilla before she got her deal.
I'm not a misogynist. I just think that looked disgusting, baby. I'm so sorry.
Hold in here. Oh, go give me some free food. Shit. Yeah, to get your head back. What's up, Gap? Why you make get your ugly ass back if I block your little ugly line, man? How may I help?
I never got my food that day.
Number 2, medium large. Medium or large. Okay.
She looked the same.
I mean, that was only a year ago, right?
I don't know how long. I don't know how old that video is.
That was 3 weeks ago. Listen, now that just makes me not want to eat food. I can hear them doing a lot in the background. Have a great day. I just want my food out and lovely and not your fingers in it. And why are you recording yourself while you're taking someone's order? Isn't that against? Oh, it wouldn't matter. They're working at a rallies. Never mind. The fries are really good though.
They are.
Those burgers ain't that, girl. Sorry.
No, they not. I ain't been to no rallies in years.
I've been in a day.
You know, I knew of them when it was Checkers, because in Houston back in the 90s, they had them all over the place and they stopped. Now they're back again, but it's like in small locations, whatever. Then when I went to New Orleans, that's when I would see them all the time as rallies. And then also in Birmingham too. Mm-hmm. The fries never disappointed. Everything else was always mid.
Since you're bringing up like food places like that, do anybody remember Hardee's?
Yeah.
They don't have those around here no more.
Really?
No, they don't have them around.
That's
here
how I feel like when I would see a Hart's Chicken. I'm always shocked they're still in business. I'm like,
that's good though.
It's the rolls are fabulous, but that chicken is grease and bread.
I'll never eat Hart's Chicken again once I got food poisoning from it.
Oh, but I will go pick up.
I got food poisoning from them too. Never.
Child, they are not sanitary.
When I tell you them rolls gonna be put on your plates one day, you'll never know what happened. Man, these rolls is good. They're from Hearts. Stomach poisoning, motherfuckers. No.
Okay, a salmonella tea.
See, not a salmonella again, tea. That's why I say they taste like grease and bread. That's it. Like there's no seasoning in them suckers at all.
But you know what? They fried fish is good too. From Hearts House, y'all ever got their fried fish before?
I don't eat fish.
I got the chicken and I was done. I didn't make it that far, baby.
Well, let's get to the next one. The next one is Miss Aubrey O'Day.
Yo, we're gonna have to stop. You have to warn us ahead of time.
What happened?
Now Aubrey says that we need to stop pretending that people
she's
like
cute.
We need to stop pretending saying people like Barbie are talented people. That's what you're saying.
Can she move?
Oh my God.
It looks like she doesn't have any direction to pivot her body into because everything just looks misgiven. But Bad Baby looks terrible.
We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead. See, I'm finna let you know now. She finna get on the screen because Aubrey was talking about her and other artists. So let me put this on the screen. Let's listen to what she had to say. Oops, wait a minute.
Beyonce can release a genius album, and the two biggest artists that have huge record deals are Addison Rae and Bad Baby.
Yeah, Bad Baby. Yeah.
Outside girl.
Yeah.
Okay, let's stop pretending they have talent, please. I don't know if what they did. I don't know the dances that she did on TikTok. I'm sure they were very impressive. Maybe she should go with Gil and learn Janet Jackson's choreography like we had to. Or stand in front of Diddy, Jay-Z, or L.A. Reid and sing and prove yourself every day like I had to. Nowadays, the gatekeepers are gone. Everybody thinks they're a star. Everybody can be a star. You can fart the national anthem on TikTok, and you're more famous than me. You're more relevant than me. You have bigger numbers than me. Congratulations. But the old school people that really had to fight through the gatekeepers every step of the way, there's a good group of us that have a little chip on our shoulder about how things have transitioned beyond.
All right. So do you guys agree with what she said, or do you think she's bitter?
I agree 100%.
She is beer. She's beer. She looks like a bottle of beer. She's bitter with what she looks like now. She's telling the truth with everything else. Because it's a lot of people out here just doing a whole lot of shit. And it's like, what are we doing this for? Why? And they're not lying. Bad Baby doesn't need to have a record deal at all.
Why does she have a record deal? Like,
or the period girl. Like that lady got a record deal. Like, ew.
But that's the thing. The industry is getting behind the wrong people. And that's what's going to write us into a hole within the next probably 5 years. Like, all of the greats are getting up there in age and are ready to retire. Who is going to be there to fill those damn shoes? Absolutely nobody.
We don't have no superstar at all right now, because I think that the last superstar that we had is Beyonce.
Yes.
So we still have our superstar then.
What I mean
Beyonce wants to retire.
I feel like at this point Beyonce is going. I was just about to say that. I feel like at this point Beyonce is about to retire, and she doesn't have to release music if she don't want to. Like, Beyonce gonna wind up being like Sade, release an album every 10 years, and everybody gonna run and buy it.
And we'll be thankful for it. And actually, Sade is releasing a new album very soon. Everybody.
See what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So
I'm so hyped.
She's about to be like a legacy act. So my thing is, who is going to come behind her? Because Rihanna ain't putting out no music. She's too busy playing the makeup. She ain't gonna put out no fucking music. So
but she is, Scotty, and it's gonna sell so much, and then she'll make more than her.
Well, you know what? Beyonce did have a point when she talked about, because I don't know if y'all remember watching her Life is what is it? Life is Not a Dream documentary. But she even talks about how it was her 4 mini documentary.
No, what was it for? Was it Lemonade? It was one of them.
I think it was 4, but she talked about how these artists are trying to quick, everybody's trying to get a quick single, a hot single, and there's not really that much relevant,
You're talking about them braids and that good lighting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she had the braids and the good lighting.
She said, I'm gonna give you no to light makeup that day.
But she didn't tell no lies though. Like, it's some, like, I'm not gonna sit up here and say none of the artists that's out right now are talented, but there's very small. It's a small amount.
Well, Normani's gonna drop something, right?
Is she?
I hope so, but I doubt it.
Maddie.
Chloe's got an album around the corner, right? SZA just released the cover of the album art, so we got 2 more years left for that one. You know,
I don't like Chloe's music.
No, I can say that honestly, except for that one song. That one.
I'm very disappointed in her. But honestly, y'all, like, We also have to blame the industry too, because all the hoops and hurdles people have to go through to get music out. Like, for example, if your music is not going to be like a TikTok song, they're not going to drop it.
But then again, not everybody okay, I don't want to be that girl, but here we go. Listen, just because everybody can sing doesn't mean they're fucking amazing at the same time, too. A lot of bitches is boring. And also, when I say bitches, I mean motherfuckers, too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And not everybody we all can't just be eating off the same table. And that's, hate to say it, but there needs to be a line when someone is just okay. And there are a lot of people who are just okay. I will say Jason Derulo did not need to be let through the door. That could have been, we could have kept that. There's a couple of people we could just bring up and be like, yeah, not them. And we would all be right because not them. But, I don't know. Like, people being like, oh, well, Amerie would be a bigger singer if it wasn't for Beyonce. No, she would not.
I don't think she would have been.
And that's T. Neither is Tierra Marie. What about Chrisette Michele? You saw what she did.
The Basquiat skirt.
Listen, some people are going to have 5 years. Some people are going to have 10. Some people are going to have 15 minutes. That's just the way it goes sometimes, though.
Even though I agree with you, because here's the thing. Whenever I say that a person deserves more success or whatever, I'm fully aware that there are some people that are not meant to be big pop phenomenons. There are some people that will be big in their own genre. You know what I mean? And it's okay to be big in your own genre. Like that's mainly what I be talking about, because I know that everybody's not meant to be a pop star. Like Jasmine Sullivan is one of the most talented people out there, and she's not meant to be a pop star. She's not a pop star type of person. I feel like she could be much bigger in her own arena, but they push other people that's not so talented to the forefront. You
can say names. It's cool.
Like,
come on.
I don't think Queen Naija can sing. I feel like she's one of those. She's a mediocre, one octave ass singer. You know what I mean?
Sierra has some hits though.
She's a dancer with hits. Cool. She cannot sing, and we're not going to lie to ourselves anymore about that.
Okay, wait a minute.
Cool.
So, first of all, hey, Kat. I feel Tinashe deserves more. She's a pop and R&B.
Well, if the K-pop girls would stop stealing from her, then that would be the case.
Oh, so you agree?
Oh, absolutely. Tinashe is definitely a blueprint artist, and she has all that work, but all her stuff gets stolen by the babies over there, and then they be flipping it around and all that stuff. Now, this one right here, I don't get it.
She can go.
I don't get it, and I don't want to be mean, but I don't get it.
Okay, I do have something to say on this subject.
Because he the one who put that comment up there. I'm gonna ban him from controlling my shit, first of all. He put that up there to get under my skin.
No, I did not. Summer Walker is a good artist, but she just really she sets herself back. That's all.
But for whatever reason, everybody likes her, and people be so surprised when I say I don't.
Not enough people like her.
I don't feel like you don't give her a chance, Scotty.
I don't give her a chance.
Both of her albums. Both her albums to me are like.
Hey, Scotty, that's a little. We might be too old to understand.
No, all three of Summer Walker's albums are great.
Josiah wants me to like Summer Walker so bad, and I'm like, the day he sent me her album through text message, I was like, okay, I'm gonna listen to it. I listened to it, and I didn't like it. It's just that simple. The songs sound the same to me.
She give me Ari Lennox -2.
Not -2.
That's another one who deserves more.
I like Ari Lennox. I
love her.
I like her a lot.
Well, I'm growing into her. It's like with the Soul Train Awards, like for example, it's a lot of artists that I had never heard of that was up there singing. Like it's an artist up there by the name of Sir or something like that. I was like, who is that? And I was like, okay.
Now, did you like the music or you just like the eye candy?
Both.
He called you a whore. Okay, listen.
Both, bitch, both. Okay. And it's another song that Tank got out called Slow. And I had never heard that song until the Soul Train Awards.
So fine to me. Bro.
I saw him first, honey. So you're gonna have to wait.
I guess he is a hoe. Okay, listen.
Whatever, child. Whatever.
Go ahead, let your ovulate. Things that we can't do.
But even SZA is really. I never really cared for SZA that much either. But
No Control was that girl though. So.
But I did like. What's the name of that song? Is it Love Galore or something? What's the name of it?
Love Galore.
Yeah, with Travis Scott.
Yeah, I like that song.
Just take him out of that song. Yeah.
Really? You like Love Galore, but you didn't like The Weeknd?
I didn't say I didn't like The Weeknd. You didn't let me finish.
I didn't like The Weeknd. Now what? Okay.
The Weeknd was all right though.
Broken Clocks was the best song though.
I Hate You though. I love that song.
Yeah, I was about to say I think you would love that song.
I love it. I Hate You. Oh my God. It's some girls out there. But because I love Lucky, but even with the guys, it's not that many guys out there. But I love Lucky Day, like I love him.
I love Giveon.
A lot of people like him. The first time I was introduced to him, though, he was at the BET Awards, and then Mike was a hot mess.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Was it him?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Was it the mic?
The microphone.
Was it the mic? Was it the earpiece?
It was one. You know what? Let me go on and move on to the next.
Yeah, let's move on to the next.
I can see it now. Don't you do him? Don't you go there? That's my favorite. You better take up from somebody that wouldn't spit on you if you were at a fucking fire. Better.
But I also one more thing. I also like Daniel Caesar. But after I heard those colorist comments, I couldn't.
Yeah, same.
What
He
he
turned me
say?
all the way off. He that ugly type of. He that ugly type of black guy who, talks down on black women. And boy, you the most ugliest one. Black women ain't looking at you like that.
Oh,
he looks homeless.
You know what? Speaking of people that look homeless, so Chris Brown was in the news.
So what we're not gonna do?
Friend, you trying to visit Maddie all night tonight?
I am tired of us talking about like these kind of people. You know what I'm saying?
They the ones that's in the news. I'm sorry.
Like you keep on giving me trash receptacles and like sperm dumpsters. Like I'm getting sick of it.
Only thing I'm gonna say about this, because we got one more story after this, and then we're going into queer connections.
But old bag weed.
The whole thing about Chris Brown was that it's about this whole AMA's award performance, and he was supposed to perform. What was it? He was supposed to pay tribute to Michael Jackson, and they turned around and said that he couldn't do it because of his past.
Okay,
and,
cool.
A lot of people had opinions about it. And my thing of it is, I'm not necessarily mad at them for not letting him perform because of that. But my thing is, why ask him to perform and then turn around and say he can't? Y'all already knew what he was given before y'all asked him. You know what I mean?
Because they use his fans for publicity, so people could watch the award shows.
He
and
still
nobody
got
watches.
some people buy his albums. I really thought that man was over with. I don't be hearing about him till I get over here.
No, don't do that now.
No, I did. I am so dead ass. I never hear about him till I come over here.
Well, you know what? What was the last song Chris Brown put out?
That you cared about, that you really just listened to, that made you go.
And I'm not even being funny. I'm so serious right now. Like,
all I could think of is Warm Embrace, where he had Normani as a video vixen in the music video.
Did someone check on her? Oh. When he gets around women, them hands start moving real fast. That man starts to swinging. They called him the Tasmanian devil when he gets around ladies. That's what they say.
Not the Tasmanian.
I haven't listened to Chris Brown since like 2014.
That's what I was about to say, because I think, no, as a matter of fact, probably 15. Because the last song that I liked was Back to Sleep, probably. And
I'm gonna beat y'all.
New Flame.
The last time I listened to him was that Transformer song.
Oh, okay. Like, okay.
Oh Lord, that's a long damn time.
And it's been a good long time. It's been a blessing. It's been a blessing.
But I feel like his last best album was that 2011 album.
Fame.
Fame. Mm-hmm.
That's the last one I liked because I didn't like nothing else.
To him when he was popping Karuchi. It was already hard after Reed, and I was like, "Oh, he doing it again to the less talented girl." My God!
But what Maddie said, it was too many things that came up with these, the colorist allegations.
Come on,
not Alizé.
That's Alizé's new brand, Alizations. It's got alcohol in it.
Josiah want to get drunk, baby. He want to hit some Alizé, honey. Go ahead, baby.
with some hypno, Scotty. He gonna put a little hypnotic up in there, a blue concoction.
Oh my God! Go ahead, Josiah.
No, I was just saying, like, he just had too much bullshit going on, and I couldn't really rock with him. And because a lot of people are saying, well, it was after Rihanna. I felt like that people forgave him, but he kept doing on some crazy stuff. Like that whole situation with Karuchi. I mean, she's not my favorite girl, but it was just a big turn off. I just couldn't.
He's a cokehead that hits women. What's up?
Oh.
Allegedly.
Well, that's about it. I guess we can move on to the last topic of the night then, honey.
Allegedly.
So, last topic of the night. Now, these 4 women have been in the blocks quite a bit for the last 2 weeks, and that is Escape, honey.
Who knew Tiny could read with those eyes that she built for herself? I said, look at this transformer gathering somebody with a whole fucked up hairline. Ain't that something?
Not transformer.
I said, this builder by actually read somebody. That's something. Go on.
I like that graphic, Scotty, that you kind of changed the color up.
The child didn't do shit, but take the background out.
Oh.
That's all I see. But as we already know, that was the whole thing with them. They was honored with the Lady of Soul Award at the Soul Train Awards. And 3 of the members were in sync with the way they were dressed, except for Latasha Scott, who came out with the, Lucky Charm green dress that she had on. Not to mention, Latasha Scott's husband was also allegedly exposed by a model for sleeping with her. But then she came out and said that her page was hacked. Then today she came out and said that she was misled and manipulated into saying that her page was hacked and posted receipts of her text messages with her and Latasha's husband. Latasha is also not touring with Escape right now because of the promoter they're working with. She said that the promoter and her husband got into an argument. She said that the promoter threatened her husband, but according to Latasha's sister Tamika, that her husband actually threatened the promoter first. And Latasha said that long as y'all working with this promoter, I'm not going to do no shows until y'all are done with him. But coincidentally, she also has a solo deal with Motown Gospel, and she's planning on putting out a solo gospel album. And she's supposedly booked for the rest of the year, while Tiny, Tamika, and Candy continue to tour as Escape for the rest of the year. Any thoughts?
A gospel album about suffering?
I don't agree with the solo career. Like it's not.
Who's gonna listen?
Exactly. Like you gotta take the path of the least resistance in life. Escape is what's working, is what's making money. Go that route, especially with the reality show. Like she makes things so difficult, and I think it's really like speaks to like a big volume that her sister isn't even vibing with her.
Right.
So. I think it just goes to show that she was the main problem.
They're not touring together, but she came to the Soul Train.
Yes, she made sure to be at the Soul Train Awards to get her award, but she's not touring with them.
And then they gave her time to speak. Candy, where you at? What's going on, girl? You let that go? You let Tiny Tim step in and speak on your behalf? Girl, you know what? I should expect Tiny to be able to slightly shade somebody. She was able to carry bodies across the country with her husband, allegedly. But can't escape from that, can you? Or can you? You might have escaped from it. You might have.
This bitch right here, no, he kills me.
Baby, and that them reads and that shade bitch be coming out.
Like, girl, but like, let's talk about it. This lady barely could see in her own show, and now we're watching a living Muppet walk around here with the rest of the state trying to do something. This is ridiculous. I'm looking at Candy Big Titties Burris over here, and I'm just like, girl, this is what we're doing. Okay, cool. Hey, if y'all like to listen to them sing sometimes in key, I love it for all of y'all. I do. Good job, Escape.
Okay.
Latasha
has, like you said, Latasha has always been a problem. Now, I do feel like that Candy, you know, I don't know, Candy is a Taurus child. Taurus does not forgive nothing. They hold grudges. But Tasha has always been the issue with this group. Always.
Is she even a good singer? Do we like her like a lot? Like, okay, hold on. This is the big question.
She runs a lot.
Like, as a singer?
Yes.
That song that you did the last time I was
Good Holiday. That's why I'm going off the screen because everybody keep asking me for it.
Okay, so this is how she got the gospel contract, because she's
she know how to run.
How does she go? How does it go?
How
just like the soldiers.
Why would someone want to buy a gospel album from someone who is in so much strife?
That ain't coming home this year, just like the family in prison. We miss you so much for real. What about the children who
Got it. Why'd you give her the extra?
That's what she be doing.
That's how she sings.
So many tears throughout the years.
Yeah.
There's a tears throughout the years.
That's how she be doing it.
So she's not the best singer in the group. Got it.
Okay. But everybody
she is.
Her sister is. Don't lie. Her sister is the best singer. Her sister has
they're
better
both on the same level.
People think Latasha is the best singer because her ass run from the police every time she open to come out the scene. That's
is this like the encore? Like, you know how they had those girls who were in the other girl group who can't sing anymore because time, cigarettes, and life has caught up to them?
Oh, 702.
Yeah. And that was just zero.
I said, who you shaded?
No, like think about the show The Encore. Like, you remember how it was, you know, we saw Aubrey, what the fuck happened there's day looking ass. But there were those other two people who were in the group who could not sing except for cigarettes. It was 702?
Yes, it was 702.
So -7 and 2, just leave it at 0.
I feel like 702 could never sing live. Because even
only Mila could sing.
No,
when I heard them sing that Get It Together live at the Apollo, it was horrible.
But like
they sounded good on Sister.
Did you like let's remind ourselves, they complained they had no parts to sing, and then when they were given parts to sing, they weren't able to sing.
Horrible. Like they were terrible.
Then you had Pam there, lesbian. Pam said, don't touch me there. Don't put your hands near me, young fella. It was very that.
I just want everybody to get together real quick.
Like, hold on. I don't want your white hands touching me there, fella. I gotta let you be. I'm gonna go back and get on my horse and do all the I was very confused. I was very, and then Keely.
Oh my God.
I will never forgive her for throwing an entire bucket of chicken into a fire. And that was an entire bucket of chicken. There are so many. For me, her social justice ass, I would expect her not to waste food like that. Looking at her either, I would not expect her to waste food like that.
That's why her and Raven Simone baby was getting into it too at the Cheetah Girls.
I would have thought that her and Raven Simone were the same person after seeing her on the Encore. They dress alike, they look alike, they're light skin alike. Very much that.
Now don't shade Raven Simone.
I just did, and I'll do it again too. I forget. At least Keely knows what color she is.
Oh no!
This nigga here. Speaking of the Encore, like I was listening to a podcast and they were dragging those girls on Encore. They was like nobody on that show really knows how to sing but Shamari and Nivea. Them the only ones who know how to sing.
Oh, when Nivea left, that's when I knew it was going to be a terrible.
The twins too, they can sing.
But I don't like them. As much as they can sing, it was like watching two Normanis that were less talented just walk around.
Not two
Actually
Normanis.
more talented but less star power. Walk around there and do all the. It just who cares about them? Sorry, oof. I don't mean to say it like that, but oops. Do it.
And Pam wanted to lend her lesbian cool to gospel music.
Pam wanted to catch somebody in a corner when it was dark.
Oh, bitch!
Pam said, "Don't touch me, child."
No,
like her
in the dark at like midnight. This is Pam to Aubrey. Hey. I'm sorry, I had you around my other bitches. I couldn't let you do nothing.
Man, shut the fuck up.
We about to sing this song, and I'm gonna take the low. You go take the high, all right? Old Man River. Okay.
I can't.
Oh my God. Anyway, that's it for the hot topics of let's get
My name is Pam. I'm on the Encore, and I'm here to sing.
Stop.
Let's get into the last segment of the night, and that is queer connections. Okay.
Didn't they bring back Cena's World for that nonsense? Like,
yes, they did.
Usually wasted.
Yes,
Where's season 2 so we can see her back, just like Cena's World canceled? Okay. All right.
So here's one of my questions for Queer Connection. Growing up, did you guys not enjoy going in barbershops?
I didn't have an issue personally. Now, granted, like I knew I was gay at the age of 8, but I wasn't like fully in tune with my gayness like that. So I was able to kind of quote unquote pass, I guess. And honestly, the barbershops that I went to, there wasn't like a lot of homophobic like rhetoric within the shop, so I never felt uncomfortable.
I know for me, they never bothered me, but you really see how disgusting straight men are when you go to the barbershop. Like, if you just hear some of the shit they be talking about, I'd be like, ugh, y'all are disgusting.
I used to date my barber, I know.
Oh, wow.
Gay. No, I dealt with a lot of homophobia in barbershops before, so I was very particular about the barber that I would go to, which I have one now who's been cutting my hair since I was 3 and I'm 36, so that should tell you something. He's still alive, thank God, because when he's gone, then again, I also cut my own hair now, so that part. But no, I had a different experience. I used to hear some of the most fucked up conversations being held, lots of microaggressions thrown at me because I was a little effeminate when I was younger. And yeah, that always it ruins my experience because I didn't come there to listen to you talk about shit. I came there to get my hair did and to bounce. And that's it. And to watch whatever shitty TV show was on this little fucked up television in the corner of this brute smelling establishment. Okay. Like, very much that. But yeah, everyone has their own experiences, but
I know the barbershop that I go to now, there are some ignorant people that be up in there, but the guy that cut my hair, he tends to move the conversation into a different direction when they start getting into the whole homophobic conversations. Because I remember there was a conversation that was being had one day I was at the barbershop. Because at that particular barbershop, I would stop going for a while when they get to doing that stupid shit. I stopped going. And then until my barber would text me like, why I ain't seen you in a while, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, because I ain't got time to be around.
But like, that's the thing. That's what y'all are talking about. Us.
Right.
Hold on. You're talking about us.
Well, it's funny because a lot of these barbershops, to be honest, you guys, a lot of these men in the barbershops are DL themselves, and I can confirm. And they project on men, on queer men,
who are out.
It's something that they are low key. I won't say jealous of, but it bothers them, and it fractures their man ego because queer men are more open with being themselves, and they can't be that way. So they have these conversations, and like you said, the microaggressions, because it's based off on them wanting to fuck them too.
Right.
And you can confirm all this, right? That's what there is. He told you that, right? While you was.
Well, no, but I mean, the one I dated, the one I messed around with, I was really young, but he never really talked bad. But it was like other people that I know that, barbers and stuff, did some DL stuff. So,
and that's always been the case. The men that most vocally speak negative about us want to plow us. So it is what it is.
They really do. Child, they really do.
Most of the straights I know don't talk about gay people. Like
right.
Exactly.
You could tell who really like is like that. Because I know, like I said, it was a conversation being had one time, and the dude was like, I'd rather have COVID than to be gay. And I was like,
I would have said, hot you, motherfucker. Hot
And
you,
then
motherfucker. Hope you don't have insurance, bitch.
And you a little boosie.
Oh God.
That sounds like somebody that don't visit clinics often.
That's true, though. That's true. I agree.
Because most of the men that have these conversations about like HIV and this, that, and the other have literally never been tested, have literally never gone to an STI, STD like testing at all. Rocking around there with pus and putty, coming out their little booty holes looking a little stupid.
Passing off a herpes, a cold sore.
Everything like that. And there's just so much to it. Probably don't even know what a Fordyce spot looks like. Do you know sexual health? Find out on the next episode. Girls don't know. They don't know. So that's why I don't take people seriously, because there's a lot of people talking with nothing behind the speech. So
yeah, they just say stupid shit. And a lot of the times because sometimes I could feel the conversations like shifting over to some gay shit. And then my barber be like, man, why y'all so damn disrespectful? Like, what, blah, 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 blah. And then they'll be like, oh, my bad. Oh, my bad.
My barber learned, don't ask me no more questions. Just cut my hair and talk about things from the past when I was younger, when I could talk about things like that. That's it. How your brother, how your daddy, how your brother, how your sister, but that's it. Don't, what you doing? Making money, paying your bills. That's what I'm doing. Paying your bills too.
At this point, they try not to go there, because when I walk up in the barbershop sometimes, they be like, oh, that's that nigga that interviewed Candy.
Oh, they know you and they interview Candy? Okay.
Child. That's what they say now.
Yeah, mine is, I saw you on TMZ that one time. You were talking about Britney. The Chris Brown one's better though, because I dragged the fuck out of Chris Brown.
Yes, you did, child. Yes, you did.
They had to talk to me afterwards to be like, okay, that was funny. He was like, you slickly just threw that jab in there. And I was like, yep, hire me, but pay me though. Give me some housing in LA.
Someone says, have you ever had the dick on the arm? Child.
Of course. And I have allowed it to be, and I felt that sucker pulse.
Sometimes I do just like this.
Yep.
I won't move it on purpose because I'm like, you know what you're doing. But I'm talking about not my current barber, but like other barbers I've worked with. This one dude in LA. That sucker was like,
right.
Y'all had an experience, because I've never had a barber that I was attracted to.
Because I'd be like, oh, I dropped something on the floor. Excuse me, touch me, babe.
My barber is hell.
Listen,
I have never had a fine barber. Even right now, like,
you gotta go to
never. It's either been an old man, a lady, or a Hispanic man.
Where you go get your haircut at? Fantastic Sam's? No, we need to get you a young trap, some kind of body who just wants your coin and wants to do your hair real quick, and it's gonna be this And it's gonna be like someone's touching your arm, like, come away. And you're like, no, but you have to like still stand still because you're a man and you're sitting right there.
Yeah, because sometimes I'd just be real funny with it and be like this, but then sometimes I'd be like this.
No, this dude, I swear on it. And he was trying to get his career together and like, oh, I'm this rap artist and stuff. I'm like, man, if I find you ever text me in the middle of the night, taking care of, you will. But I also was like, can you just cut my hair and leave? This is an expensive haircut. Like LA, I was paying a good $50 for a haircut.
Oh Lord.
I paid 40. So
yeah, I paid 40 for mine.
Oh, I paid 30.
Y'all pay too much. My barber, when he does cut my hair, was 30. That's also the cleaning with the beard too and everything.
Oh, same.
That's why I do my beard.
Listen, I remember when haircuts used to be $10. Okay,
it's free now, bitch.
You can go to the barber college and get it cut.
No, man. No.
And have my hairline looking like Dexter. Have my hairline looking like some of these girls up here trying to read people for a living? No. Gotta get monetized first.
Okay, so what about the questions that straight men ask y'all? Like, have you ever heard it? Because
I don't answer them anymore. I'm 36.
They be like, "Where the holes at? Where the holes at?" How would I know where they at?
Oh, they be asking where your homegirls at? Like, who
they don't be asking me that. They just say, "Where the holes at?" Oh, I know you got all the holes. How you figure I got all the holes?
I had that back in college, and I wasn't hip to the game like that, so I didn't know that was quote unquote DL code. So
that's exactly what the fuck it is. Like,
I missed I'm gay. An opportunity back then.
Because you know it's gay. You know I'm gay as fuck. You know it. So you know I don't know where the fuck no hoes at. Okay. Period.
Well,
and go ahead.
Well, when I was younger, and like, you know, when I messed around with an old barber, he always, you know, when he used to cut my hair, he's like, "Oh, you got a nice full beard, bro. That beard looking good, bro." I was like, "Oh, I appreciate it." And then like he eventually got to us just talking and stuff. He was like, "So man, like," he's like, "Have you ever done this with a guy?" He would start asking me questions like that, and yeah, that's how we got acquainted.
Okay, so I just want to. So since you said that, let me ask you this: whenever a straight man start asking you a bunch of gay ass questions, like do you be the one to take it, or do somebody give it to you, or what's a top and what's a bottom? Do you suck dick, or do you let the dude suck your dick? Like, I was like, why the fuck are you asking me this? You sound very curious about it. Why the fuck are you asking me this? Because no, man, I just want to know.
See, my experience with straight men, like, they don't ever like come up and talk to me. Like, it's always like a stare, like always catching like the eyes and making eye contact. Like, that's the most I ever get. But they never like pull the plug and like approach me.
Look how Maddie looking. Guys. They're not gonna approach you. Look how Maddie looking. Please tell me why you looking like that.
Maddie, have you ever messed with a DL man before in your lifetime?
Is water wet? Remember, I'm old, Josiah. I've been messing with DL men before you could even mess with men. Okay. I don't answer and subscribe to a lot of this stuff anymore. I've gotten to that point in my life where I don't entertain that kind of shit. So it's cute to hear these kind of stories, but I feel like I've become that jaded gay now where if someone were really to roll up and ask me that question, my answer would be Google that motherfucker.
That's why I'm at with it at this point. Because I'm like, what's the point of you asking me that?
And also, don't walk up on me because I fight. Like, real talk. Like, imagine someone rolling up to you and being like, "Where the hoes at, bitch? I'll hit your throat." The fuck. Let me look to you, see if you have any car keys. I don't hear no jingle, so you just walking around here. You might be a little something. Hell no, I don't play that because that's stupid. Like really, we about to do this today? What do you do when this? What do you do with her vagina? See how that sounds?
Does she eat your ass?
Like, are you 50 Cent in the bedroom, or are you, Ja Rule? Like, what is it? I don't care.
I would rather you be Ja Rule.
What people are doing sexually in their homes. That's their business. Just don't chop nobody up. Don't take no one's life. That's all I'm asking.
That's it.
Yeah, for me, I don't do all that, but that when I was younger, I would play into that shit with women and men, like, oh my God, yeah, this is, and I would find out those people would take those conversations and talk real dog shit about you afterwards.
Right.
So why give them that ammunition? Why give them the loaded gun they're asking for a stereotypical gay person to be by just telling them the things they want to hear? Fuck you. Get a book. Read. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm
because I'm at the point where I don't even answer the questions. I'd be like,
do you know somebody that can fuck with me? Because that I would be more interested in that.
Right?
Question.
Like, do you know somebody?
You want one of my friends? This bitch with the bad body. Do you got someone with some pound and some style? Like, what's up?
Like,
if you don't, then what are we doing? Why are you asking questions?
Why are you asking me all that?
Stranger, blow my whistle. Like, no, ma'am, girl, boo. But do I have I? Yes, I have. And people you have seen on television before. That part.
Ooh.
Well,
but I keep a secret, and that's why that phone still gets rang every now and then. How are you doing? Just fine.
Well, all right, Maddie. All right.
You step on this earth, you're gonna get something, bitch. I'm gonna tell you that.
Well, with that being said, you guys, this was a brand new episode of Boys Night Out. Before we get up out of here, let me just let the everybody up here let everybody know what they got coming up. We're gonna start with Mr. Maddie Rents. What you got coming up on your platform?
My ankles. Okay, sorry. I mean, you said they're going up. All right. Hi. I yelled a lot today. Some things, made sense. Some things didn't. But if you want to find my channel, it's Maddie Rants, MATTYRANTS. It's spelled right there for you in case you don't know what's going on in the world. And you can find me talking about Drag Race, mostly LGBTQIA plus programming, shows like We're Here, Canada versus the World, Dragula Titans, and all that jazz. I host a Sunday panel with my friends, just like this show here. Not saying they stole from me, but put it on Reddit that I did, where we talk about the shows together. I'm just, Scotty, if you don't let me run this joke, okay.
I'm sorry.
I got a show almost every damn day. Find me on my channel. I talk a whole bunch of shit, and I'm here every other 2 weeks. How you doing? Bye. Patreon as low as $1. I react to a whole bunch of shit that's even funnier, and also bookable on Cameo. If you're really stressed out, you're having a bad day, you want me to send you something personal, I will send you something personal, and not do a Tajik Hall and read anything written on a notebook paper in front of folks in America. Okay.
Well, listen, before I get to the rest of y'all, do you have a members only? Because people have been asking me about doing a members only or something like that, and I don't have like a membership or nothing like that right now.
Like with YouTube?
Yeah, like like
the YouTube keeps asking me to do it, and I'm like, well, what would I do besides give them like emojis and shit to use for a chat? So I haven't done it yet. You have more followers than me to do it, bitch. So that probably would be a move you would want to make. Might be able to quit that job.
Yes. Oh, yes, God.
That's
so
why I asked
you.
That's why I asked you.
I told you in my advice, and Josiah was there for this, have more than one stream of income, then you can talk about quitting this job. I have more than one stream of income. Patreon pays my bills. YouTube pays my bills. My rant pack pays my bills. That's 3. Cameo, 4. Do you see where this is going?
Yes, I see exactly.
Kaboom! Add to your favor, friend. Because if you want to do the work, put the work in. Your audience will respond. You can finally get rid of whatever you want to do and focus on that. But guess what? Tax is gonna be a bitch doing by yourself. All right.
Okay.
Tell you that. But yes.
All right, Josiah, you're next.
But you skipped Beasley, didn't you?
He's gonna go last. I don't know.
He's the guest. You see what? Jesus.
My bad. Okay, so guys, check out my channel for my new documentary series, Blackumentaries, and then also we do game night every month, once a month, and then just check me out for just like other commentary videos that'll be coming out. So just the same old.
You must have re-uploaded your Escape one.
Yeah, I had to because it was an era.
Oh, girl, I saw it last night. I was like, oh, I see why he didn't like it.
Yeah, it was. I had to
because it's like it one part kind of went into the other part or something like that. I don't know what it was. I'm like, oh, I see why. Because at first I'm like, Josiah just so hard on his damn self, child. I ain't shit wrong with that video. And I looked and I said, "Oh."
When my mom was in the hospital, I was rushing to get it out. I was like, let me just go re-edit it and fix some stuff. So
yeah, okay then. Okay, Beasley, what you got coming up?
Oh yes, you guys can follow me at Beasley Says on YouTube. I got some more content dropping soon when I talk about gay issues, and also I'm kind of like shifting the channel more back to me and my personality, and also talk about hot topics. I recently was in a music video at Alexis Finley. It's called Ransom. It's a very good song. She has another one dropping soon too. And also follow me on Instagram at Prince_Beasley.
And speaking of Beasley, Beasley would be a part of my series. It's 2 series, however. He'll be on Young, Fresh, and New 2 weeks from now. And he will also be on Who Was Wrong close to like later on in the month, like at the bottom, like, at the end of the month. So yes, be sure to see him on my platform 2 more times. As far as I'm concerned, I'm still reviewing the Real Housewives of Potomac. Barely reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Is it still a show?
Child, that shit came on tonight. I didn't even watch it.
I'm like, one that got
that shit
not
is just
renewed?
flowing off the rails.
Right. It's not even worth it, child.
It's unknown.
I will be reviewing the Best Man series on Peacock. I will be reviewing it. And when Growing Up Hip Hop comes back in January, I'll be reviewing it too. And and Boys Night Out will be back 2 weeks from now, of course. 2 Saturdays from now. Okay. And that'll be then after that, we won't be back until the first week of January because we'll be breaking for the holidays and stuff like that. But we'll be back in 2 weeks. And so that's all we all got coming up. Thank you, Beasley, once again for being a special guest on tonight's episode of Boys Night Out. Also, thank you, Maddie and Josiah, for everything that you guys bring to the show and into my life. Okay, because y'all are y'all are constant in my life. Okay, and Beasley, we're growing.
Oh yeah.
So
we see each other.
Yeah. And shout out to T, who's in the chat. And shout out to Jamar, who's not here tonight. So shout out to everybody who's been a part of this season, and we definitely appreciate it. And it was over 150 some people up in here tonight, and we greatly appreciate you guys. So with that being said, you guys, your favorite homeboys are out of here. And until the next one, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye, y'all.